Hello everyone, hope you're fine. Welcome to our presentation, the IT project management presentation. I am Ainebyoona Benjamin, and allow me to first introduce my group members. I have Rugumayo Ronald, Lubunga, Songa, Olivier. I have Muwanika Aliyu and Byakatonda Benjamin. We are going to discuss for you the breakdown structure of our project, which we named the content management system. And this system, it is specifically made to manage the contents within any system. It can be the web system, it can be any other system you design, but we use the CMS or the content management system to manage the content. So basing on the question, which was identify any IT project of your choice, develop a work breakdown structure, and using Microsoft project software to develop a Gantt chart of your project. So I would like to first take you through the definitions of the work breakdown structure and the Gantt chart. We say that the work breakdown structure, it is like a tool in the project used that contains the tasks required to complete a project. We also say that one of its importances, it provides a basic outline of work which you will expand as you begin to track resources, milestones, individual tasks, and timelines. So that is a simple definition on the work breakdown structure. And the Gantt chart, we say a Gantt chart can be like a graph, or it is a visualization that helps in scheduling, managing, and monitoring specific tasks and resources in the project. Or we can say that it is like a chart which shows the amount of work or production completed in certain periods of time in relation to the amount planned for those periods. That is a Gantt chart, and from there we shall be looking at the levels that are included in our work breakdown structure. So from there we'll invite one of my colleagues to take you through the levels. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm Benjamin Byakatonda, and I'm going to take you through the levels of the work breakdown structure. When developing a work breakdown structure, you have to, in a project management, you have to know that the work breakdown structure has levels, and each level has specific tasks or elements. So when we look at level 1, we have the content management system. In this case, it's our system that we are working on. And in level 2, we have the main tasks, as you're seeing in our table here. We have the first task, we have initiation, and the second we have planning, and the third we have execution, and the fourth we have control, and the last one we have the closeout. And in level 3 we have the sub tasks of the main tasks. In level 2 we have under level 3 we have, as we're seeing here in our table, we have we have the evaluation and the recommendation, develop project charter as under level 2 in task 1 initiation, as you see. So let me invite my colleague to take you through the preparation of work breakdown structure for our project. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Byakatonda Benjamin. Hi everyone, my name is Muwanika Aliyu, and as my friend told you, I'm going to take you through the preparation of work breakdown structure of our project. And before creating our project or our work breakdown structure, we had to make arrangement or preparations, and we came up with the preparation table, as you can see. The main use of this table is to help us to make an easy way of creating the work breakdown structure. Yeah, as you can see, we have in this table we have the levels. We have the levels, and then the tasks and subtasks. And then in the tasks, every task has elements. So in level 1, we have the content management system as our project, as you can see. In level 2, which is the main task, we have the initiations, among others. And in the subtask, we have these subtasks are the elements of the level 2s, the level 2 or the initiation. And the subtask under initiation, we have the evaluation and recommendations, develop the project charter, among others. So basically what I wanted you to understand is the use of this table is to prepare us and make an easy way of creating our work breakdown structure of the project. Thank you very much. I'll call upon my friend, my brother Ronald, to take you through the other parts of our projects. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ali. Hi everyone, I hope you're all fine. I'm Ronald, and I'm going to take you through the work breakdown structure of our project. Yeah, as we've all seen up there, as my friends what they said, the main level of our project is the content management system. The system itself is, because it will be the name of our system as the main level, or we can say it will be the first level of our system. And under the first level, we have the tasks under the main level, which will be like in the second level. Therefore, in this case, we have the first task will be project initiation, then the second part will be project planning, then the third one will be project execution, then the fourth one will be project control, and the last task is project closeout. When we see under project initiation, we have the subtasks. And project initiation, this is where now we start the initial activities of working on the project. Under this task, we have some very many subtasks, as we see here. The first subtask under initiation will be evaluation and suggestions. This is where we'll be coming out with suggestions and ideas about our system or about our project that we are going to do. Then we go on the second subtask will be developing a project charter. Like a project charter includes details and necessary information that will be needed in developing the project charter, like different, let's say for example, we can say what will be needed, like when we start determining like the requirements, all those things that will be needed when developing the project. It will be under, will be within the project charter. Then after there, we go on another subtask under project initiation. Will be submitting the project charter like to the sponsor, or the top managers. Of course, they have to pass through in the project charter and see how it is. Then after submitting the project charter, of course, we go on another sub activity whereby the sponsor reviews the project charter, and when they review, they have to review to see if there are some things missing or if there are some errors, such that if there are some errors, or after reviewing, then we have to again redevelop it. If everything is okay, then we go on the last subtask, which will be project charter signed and approved by the sponsors or by the top manager, so that they have to approve and give us permission to continue or to go on another activity, on another main activity, which will be, now we start on project planning. So we'll be planning for our project, what will be used, as we will be seeing. Like now, the first one will be under planning, we'll create a preliminary scope statement, like what will be covered in the project, the activities that will be done. Then from there, after getting the preliminary scope, then we have to determine the project team. Of course, here as the IT project manager, you have to determine the team, the project team that is going to work on the project, the qualified personnel, the qualified personnel that is supposed to work on the project. Of course, you can't get everyone who is inexperienced, unqualified. That means you won't get the work done as you wish. So you have to come up with a good team, experienced team, the qualified ones. That's in determining the project team. So after determining the project team, we go on another subtask, which will be project team kickoff meetings. Of course, here you have to carry meetings with the selected team to see in the team, each individual, which activities each individual is going to do. That means here we are selecting the activities that each individual is going to be doing as an individual under the team in the kickoff meetings. So after there, you go on developing a project plan. Of course, after here now we are planning how the team is going to be doing the activities. Then after planning, then here we are going to submit the project plan to the sponsors or the top managers to see if it will be approved. And finally, under planning, then the project plan approved. It will be like a milestone. Of course, a milestone, those are tasks or activities in project management with 0 days. They don't have like a duration. Of course, they come in as the activities, like instant activities. They have to be done immediately. They don't need like a long time. For example, after doing the project plan, of course, you take it to the top managers to get approved, to see if it's the right thing done. So after approving it, then they will go ahead to give us permission to go on the next step, which in this case, which is under level 2, which is the project execution. Here now we start working on the project, like we start executing the project at its as the level as the task name size. So under project initiation, we have different tasks or subtasks. Like we have project kickoff meeting. Now here we start we'll be calling meetings to discuss about how we are going to execute our project. Then from there we go on verify and validate user requirements. Of course, we have to determine the requirements that will be used in developing the system or our project. Then from there we go on designing the system. Here we come up with a representation or a layout showing how our system will be, how will be looking like, how will it be working, how the users will be using it, like something like that, to show that to show that, like for example, the interface, is it like user friendly, something like that. Then after designing, we go on procuring hardware or software. Of course, here we have to determine the hardware and the software that we are going to use in developing our system. Then from there we start. Now we are going on the next step, which will be installing a development system. Now I think here it will be the main step, or where we'll be now developing our system, which will be including developing, even implementing, even processing. Now we are working on the system, developing the system, which will now after developing the system, of course we go on the next stage, which will be the testing stage. Either it can be unit testing or system testing, to see which is missing in the system, or to see if the system will be working in the proper way as it is needed. Then from there we go on installing live system. Of course, for example, if it will be a website, we have to host it, or if it will be an application, we have to put it on Google Play Store to see that if the users can access it. Then from there, from installing the live system, we go on user training. Of course, we have to train the users how they will be interacting with our system. Then when all of those ones are done, we go on the last step on project execution as we go live. Now here we give the product, the customers, the users, so that everyone can access it and start using it. Then when after going live, we go on the fourth task in level 2 as project control. Of course, here now we start controlling the project. We start, it will be like tracking to see how the project is working in the market. So under project control, we have project management. Here we see now how is the project will be managed in different levels of an organization, either on top managers, or in the middle level, or on the operational level. Then from there we go on project status meetings. We start conducting meetings to see how the project is performing in the market or in the environment, how is it used by the user, something like that. Then from there we go on risk management. Here we start identifying some risks that is encountered by either the users or the system itself. Then from there, from identifying the risk, of course we go on updating project management plan. Of course, here now we start updating the project and seeing how we're going to solve the update project management plan, and see how we're going to update the risks, how we are going to manage. We come up with a future project management plan. Then when we're done like this, we go on the last task, as the project closeout, which has also some different subtasks. Like for example, we have audit procurement. This includes like reviewing of contracts, assessing the contracts. How are the contracts being done in line the way how they were signed by the vendors or by the sponsors. Then from there we go on document lesson. Of course, we are previewing through the document and seeing what lesson do we learn through after creating the whole mind system, the whole process. What lesson do we learn? Then we go on update files or records. Then after updating files, we go on gaining formal acceptance from the authorities or government authorities, like the appropriate ministry, where we are underlying to give us the formal acceptance to go on with our project to be included in the business. Then from there we come up with the final stage of documentation, like we coming up with the final report of our project. So I think even another thing before end up, we see, you may ask yourself, Inga, you have many subtasks. The more subtasks you have in a project, the more easier it will become. Even you will be managing errors. The errors will be few, because all of them will be covered in every sub-tasks so that nothing is skipped. That's why we have many sub-tasks. I think allow me to stop from there and invite my colleague Olivier to take you through the Gantt chart. Thank you.
Thank you, Ronald. Hey members, this is Olivier Lubunga Songa. I'm going to take you through the Gantt chart of our system. The main purpose of this Gantt chart is showing the task and the duration of that task, the start point and the finish point, or the day that task was completed. So then if you see in our Gantt chart, we have the system itself, which will take like 101 days. That's the duration. And if I come here in the Gantt chart, you can see it's showing us the day we started and the day we are going to finish. We are going to finish the project. Then under this content management system, we have the subtasks. Like in our case, we have project initiation, which will take 11 days, and it will start. Remember that it's the first step, so it has to start the first day of our project. Then under project initiation, we have evaluation and suggestion, which will take 2 days. Within these 11 days, this first step will take 2 days. The first 2 days. The first 2 days. That's why you see from here up till down here, the date hasn't yet changed, because this is the first step, evaluation and suggestion. And if you come in our Gantt chart, you can see it's displaying the 2 days here, the 2 days under this main bar here that you're seeing, the main bar, which is project initiation. Then we have a develop project chart, which will take the 3 days within these 11 days. So that's the logic of how Gantt chart works. And then if I go to task 2, let me look for it, which is right here. It's project planning. You can see that this one will take us 20 days. And if I come here in my Gantt chart, you can see the bar is long because it's presenting those 20 days. Then its subtask, the first one, is create a preliminary scope statement, which will take 3 days within those 20 days. And you can see here it is displaying the 2 days, and other tasks will follow. Then if I go to task number 3, which will take us 39 days, which is long, this long barrier. You can see how long it is, which will start from 14th December 2021, and it will end on Friday 4th February 2022. And within this main task, we have the kickoff meeting, which will take 2 days within these 39 days. That's why you can see this one is the one, as long as it's the first one, you can see it started on 14th, which is the starting time of this task. So if we come on the second task, which will take the 3 days, it will start on 16th, which is the starting time of this task. after finishing the kickoff meeting, which ended on 15th. And remember that projects they don't count weekend. That's why when you see where you see Friday, the next task always come on Monday, because the project doesn't count weekends. You can't see Saturday and Sunday. And another task is let me look for it. After design, we have the fourth task, which is here, project control, which will which will take 11 days, and within these 11 days, let me show you the bar. It's here, this bar. Under it we have project management, which will take just 2 days. Yeah. Then the last thing that maybe I should explain to you, it's the milestone element, which can appear in a Gantt chart, because in our case we got one milestone task that even Ronald told you the meaning of it, that it takes 0 duration in the project. It doesn't affect the duration of the project. Let me just look for it. Let me go here and see it was in which one. It was in the task 2. So let me look for 2, which is here, and I'll just to look for, yeah, it's here, project plan approval. If you see this column, it has 0 direction, duration. That means it doesn't affect, and it has a symbol in each and every Gantt chart. You'll see a symbol of this kind of project, the milestone what the task. They have 0 duration, and their symbol is a diamond symbol. You can see it here. It is displaying that diamond symbol. So that was the Gantt chart that we got, that the MS project generated after putting the duration, the starting time and finish time of our task. Thank you for all viewers, and bye bye.